Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. It is the lunchtime special. Get out here and talk about some Cowboy football for a little bit. I appreciate everybody who tuned in last night on that Mark Holmes show that I was on. Shout out to the OG, man, for putting your boy on. Always a pleasure going on his show. I absolutely love going on there and talking ball with OG Mark Holmes. So shout out to him for having your boy West Coast on the show last night, man, because it was absolutely live. Um, Man, I put that the picture of Robert Kraft, not Robert Kraft. I put that picture of that tweet from Rappaport, and it was just kind of talking about what's going on, what the reason why a few people like myself are not saying that we're being overzealous about what's going on with Ezekiel Elliott, but I think a few of us understand the totality and the gravity of the situation because Ezekiel Elliott was told under his suspension clause that he took, and a suspension clause is basically your stipulations that you agree to upon being suspended. And a part of his stipulations that he agreed upon being suspended was the fact that he was not going to have any adverse contact with the police. Now, I looked up the word adverse. And adverse simply means anything that's deemed to be basically any that's deemed to be negative. You know what I'm saying? So what's up with you, Tony? I see you, man. He says, "Good morning, West Coast." He says, "What's up, hey man? Let me share this on Facebook real quick." So I looked up the word adverse yesterday, and to me, the understanding that I got is basically anything that can be viewed that's negative. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me put this on here. Click the link. All right, there we go. I had to share it on Facebook real quick. All right, we posted it on Facebook. They said anything that was viewed to be adverse, basically anything that viewed negative. And in his stipulation, it does not say that Ezekiel Elliott is not to be arrested. That's not what it says. It says that he is to have no adverse involvement with the police department. Now, adverse involvement with the police department, like I said earlier, that simply means anything that could be viewed as negative contact with the police department. So if you've ever been on probation or suspension or anything like that, if you've ever been on probation or parole, then you know that that simply means coming in contact with the police. That simply means anything as small as getting your name ran by the police, and that does mean being detained by the police, which Ezekiel Elliott was. Now, I'm not trying to put any type of fear or doubt in anybody's head, but at the same time, here at Dallas Cowboy Scouting, you guys know that we deal with the facts, man. We don't deal with a belief system. We don't deal with that. Why? Because the belief system is not what they're going to use to determine if Ezekiel Elliott is going to be if he's going to be fine or not. You know what I'm saying? So we have to look at all the facts and all the information that's involved with what's going on. So there is, obviously I'm hoping, and because I'm a Cowboy fan, you're a Cowboy fan, so we're all hoping that that the NFL sides on this in a positive way. And to be honest with you, there is hope because think of this: you had a guy like Martellus Bennett who shoved an elderly lady trying to get onto the football field to go see to go congratulate his brother after winning the Super Bowl. And yeah, if y'all remember that situation, that happened in Texas, if I believe, and most importantly, there was no charges brought up against him. They initially charged him with a felony. Charged him with a felony, but as of April of this year, they had actually dropped it, and the NFL didn't even move on it. You know what I'm saying? So there is hope, you know what I'm saying? There is hope, but at the same time, I want people to be cognitive and understanding of what Ezekiel Elliott could be facing. And I always say, well, there's this whole coalition of people going around saying, well, this isn't fair. This is not fair. It's not fair. And I'm going to tell you guys something. We have a saying in our house, and it goes like this: if you want fair, if you want equality, marry a calculator. Like, if you want fair and equality, marry a calculator. You know what I'm saying? Because that's in life. That's the only thing that's required to be fair and equal is a calculator. You know what I'm saying? Everything else in life is what happens, man. Like, it wasn't fair when Ezekiel Elliott got suspended the first time. You know what I'm saying? It was not fair at all. You know what I'm saying? But it happened. You know, so that's why I'm trying to say like that. Like, if you're looking for fair, go jump on a go marry a calculator. Go start a relationship with a goddamn calculator. If you're looking for fair and equal, because that's not life. That's not life. People are always going to do what favors them. And to be honest with you, the Dallas Cowboys have seen that Roger Goodell comes after us. Now, I'm not trying to put any fear in anybody's head. I'm just trying to put some real facts in your head, because we're not hoping what's fair happens in this situation. We're hoping the best outcome for the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me look at some of these comments. Okay. Tony, what's up with you, man? Hey, Tony, did you share, brother? Did you share? Let me know where you shared at. Let me know where you shared at. Ken, what's up with you, Ken? What's up with you, man? Hey, make sure you guys tune in tonight at 4:30 tonight. I have my boy Boss Cowboy on here. We'll be talking some more Cowboy stuff. Um, Tony says, I know something's gonna be coming. Just hoping it's not something like too severe. 2 to 4 games sounds reasonable, but I'm not Goodell. I mean, to be honest with you, like, I've seen people and I've seen cases where people, like, where you had Nolan Carroll who got a DUI, leaving his own birthday party, dummy. And remember, he didn't get suspended. Then you had your boy from the Cowboys, that boy Wilson pulled out I think it was a fake gun he pulled out on somebody at a Walmart or something over a parking spot. And then guess what? He didn't get suspended either. So, I mean, we have more situations. We have enough situations that we can kind of pull off of and be like, yeah, I believe because of this situation that Ezekiel is going to be perfectly fine. But at the same time, like I said, you know what I'm saying, was those situations fair? You know what I'm saying? Some people would go to say that those situations weren't fair. Why? Because they were situations that people really did stuff. Like the kid from the Giants, the kicker from the Giants. Like, that dude admitted to beating up his wife on several occasions, and guess what he got? I think he got a game suspension from his own team. You know what I'm saying? From his own team. Was that fair? No, it was not fair. But guess what? It happened. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, man, like, I don't ever go into a situation hoping what's fair happens, because that's not what happens. And that's not typically what happens. What typically happens is life happens. You know what I'm saying? Now, my next kind of thing I wanted to talk about was Gerald McCoy. It's been reported that the Dallas Cowboys may possibly be interested in bringing in Gerald McCoy. You guys remember Gerald McCoy, defensive tackle from Tampa Bay. He's a guy we've played twice in the last. We've played him twice in the last 3 years. So we've seen Gerald McCoy twice in the last 3 years. He played against us, and he played us against us the first year, Dak's rookie year. And then he played against us last year. You know what I'm saying? So this is a guy that the Dallas Cowboys, I would think, knows fairly well. Before I go into about my thoughts on him, let me read some more of these comments, and then I'll give you guys my thoughts. Hey, yo, make sure you guys share, man. We got eight people up in here. Y'all know I'm new to YouTube, so I need y'all to help me grow on here. Appreciate you guys. What is it? I kill one says, do they do him in? Wait, let me stop and read. It says, if they do him, they got to do everyone else the same. Cowboys got to raise hell for getting profiled, singled out, and by Goodell having an agenda and against the organization. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, that sounds good, but on my channel, we gonna keep that real, bro. That ain't not gonna happen. Like, how many games did we boycott when Zeke got suspended the first time? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I love Zeke, I love Dak, I love all the players on my team right now, but they're not bigger than the organization. Like, we're not going to shut nothing down. Like, we would like to think we are, but we're not, man. Why? Because in the back of our head, we already knew, like, we're already personally preparing ourselves to get screwed. What's up? I got OG in the building. Like, to be honest with you, when you say a statement like, if they do this or if they do that to us, that means you're already gearing yourself up to get screwed. You've already went into the bathroom and got the Vaseline because you know they're going to screw us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, we're not going to riot. No, we're not going to boycott. We're not going to do any of that. Why? Because we're kind of like used to it. And I think everybody in the back of their mind knows that there is a chance that we may get burned on this. But like I said, you know what I'm saying? My mom always told me, if you want life to be fair, if you want life to be equal, marry a calculator. That's the only thing that's required to be fair and equal. You know what I'm saying? So What I'm hoping is, man, that's why you have stuff like mercy and grace. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping that we get some mercy and grace for once in a life. Like, don't we deserve some mercy and grace? Don't we deserve to get something that we don't necessarily deserve once in a lifetime? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we get some? That's what I'm hoping for. I'm not hoping for what fairs happen, because sometimes these kids really be at wrong. They really do be at the fault. Like, Zeke should have never been. And I know a lot of people get upset with me because I still disagree with the fact that Zeke should not have been walking around inebriated like that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I've seen too many celebrities. I mean, think about this, not to bring it up, but the time Dak ever had some issues in his life was what? He was hella drunk at a party and got jumped. I know nobody knows about that because that's before Dak. That was when Dak was when he was a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? That was when he was a bad boy. Y'all don't know them. Y'all don't know that part of Dak. I know OG Mark Holmes do, and I'm not trying to put this out there, but it's like when I look at situations like that, I see Dak by himself with one other dude getting jumped and beat up. And guess what? There are a bunch of dumb people in the world who would love to get 1,000,000 likes off of knowing they beat up a Dallas Cowboy or they did this or did that. Think about this. You had a DJ in a club, F DJ Franzen, but yeah, we had a DJ in a club who had been blowing Zeke up, talking crap about him. Zeke actually went to this dude club and he actually said Cowboys suck on the dance floor. Why would he do that? To entice Zeke to do something. Why? Because he knew if Zeke did something, it would benefit his brand. Is that fair? Hell no, that ain't fair. But guess what? It's what we got to go through, man. If you want to be a Dallas Cowboys, if you want to live that life, then guess what? That's what you have to go through, man. It's just kind of, it's not fair, but it's reasonable. Why? Because you're getting $26 million. All right, so OG Mark Holmes says, what up? Philly Cowboys 76. What's up, man? I appreciate you, brother. Hey, you was supporting me on that show last night. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Tony, man, you always on my show, so I appreciate it. And I still appreciate you. Let me see. How do I get these comments up? Or Ken says, Ken, you OG too. What's up? Well, let me read Philly's comment real quick. He says, okay, I'm positive we get burned in the situation. I'm just enjoying the season as last. Bye, Garrett. Hey, that's another. I'm going to talk about that too. Ken says the owners that hate. Philly says situations as such at the top with no tolerance policy. You're absolutely right. Tony says clout chasers going to do they dirt. You know they are, man. Just because of, guess what? It's my job to do my job, and it's a hater's job to do a hater's job. That's why I don't get surprised when I get hated on. Why? Because that just lets me know job security. Someone's out there actually doing their job. He did his job, and guess what? Now I got to do my job. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, and the Bible don't say that you ain't going to get hated on. You know what I'm saying? It just means that you ain't going to fall from it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody going to hate on you. You just got to make sure you don't fall for because of it. All right, so let's get on to this next subject real quick, man, because I only got 36% on battery right now. Let's get on to this next subject. Next subject, Gerald McCoy. Big nasty Gerald McCoy. Now, Gerald McCoy, defensive tackle, played with the Tampa Bay Bucks 9 years. You guys know this is a guy we've seen twice over the last, 3 years. Dak's seen him 3 times. He's seen him his rookie year, I think like week 15, 14 or something like that. Then we seen him I forget what week we saw him this past year, but we saw him twice in the last 2 years. Now, I don't really think this has to do much with Dak because Gerald McCoy is more of a defensive tackle. He ain't no defensive end. So what we really need to be talking about is Gerald McCoy has seen our offensive line twice in the last 3 years. And to be honest with you, in both games, he was semi-effective. You know what I'm saying? This is my thing with Gerald McCoy, though. There was a thing put in out there in the Twitter sphere by one Mr. Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher said that the Dallas Cowboys, there's been, rumblings, and the rumblings are that the Cowboys might be semi-interested in one Gerald McCoy. Now, I got to look at some extensive film. I got to really go look at some film, put some stuff together before I can really say, like, legitimately if I want him. But if I'm just saying, like, statistically, off of what I've seen from him, just on statistics, and from what I know from him over the year, my thing is this. McCoy made about, I think it was like 13, he's due to make $13 million this year. I can't remember how much he made last year, but I know he's due to make $13 million this year. Now, him and Ndamukong Suh are now on the open market. So, I mean, if I'm a team, I'm definitely going to probably try to open negotiations up with one of them because you can use both of them to kind of get one of them to lower their price. You get what I mean? Because if you're a team and you're like, yo, I would love to sign either one of you guys, and I'll be honest with you, right now at their career, I don't think there's much of a difference between Sue and McCoy. I don't. I think it's just going to pretty much come down to who you prefer as an individual. You know what I'm saying? And be honest with you, like if you were all in on trying to get a Donovan Sue, you should definitely be all in on getting a Gerald McCoy. Now, the reason why I think Gerald McCoy is more of a fit is because I don't think the Dallas Cowboys are going to take any chances with anybody who got attitudes right now. Like, I don't think this is the time nor the season for the Dallas Cowboys to be trying to take any chances on that. And I don't think they are. Now, when I think of player, organizational wise, I think Gerald McCoy would be the best fit. Why? The better fit. Why? Because he's the team captain, a guy that's been in the program a long time, a guy that you would think that, not Baltimore, but Tampa Bay has drafted other defensive tackles, and he either outplayed them or he put them up under their wing. You know what I'm saying? So that would be a great asset for a guy like Christian Hill. I mean, I'm going to tell you, it's great to have good talent come out on your team and he'd be able to play, but I'm going to tell you what's even better, to have great talent and then to be able to have a mentor there to catch that person when they fall, like Sean Lee did with LVE. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what the NFL is really about. Like my boy Boss Cowboy says, it's called the Superman complex. But the Superman complex never works. Whenever you draft a guy to come into your season, come onto your team and save your season, it never works. That's way too much pressure on one player. But whenever you do like the mentor system, when you draft a guy and then you have an older guy there that can kind of catch him and help him, the chances of that person succeeding are better. And another reason why I believe that Gerald McCoy, it would be a better fit is because I think when it comes to helping these younger guys, I think that he will be more inclined to do it because he's already been doing it. And Ndamukong Suh has been bouncing from team to team for the last 3 years, so he hasn't really been able to put no roots down anywhere. I still think he has a lot of in the tank, but I just think from what the Cowboys like, attitude and mind-wise, I think that Gerald McCoy would probably be the better fit. Now, if I had to pick, I'm about to go against everything I just said. I'm going to be honest with you. If I had to pick myself, I would probably pick Sue. Why I'd pick Sue is because Sue played with the highest level defensive tackle out there, and that's who? Freaking Aaron Donald. Then that nasty attitude is exactly what I think would fit in great with Rod Marinelli, because Rod Marinelli likes them nasty dudes. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you gave Rod Marinelli a guy with a nasty attitude and he played nasty, oh my God. Because Rod Marinelli on the low, he down for all that nasty stuff. Like he old school football player. You know what I'm saying? That's why at training camp, and I'll be at training camp, make sure that you guys tune in, because I will have exclusive videos from training camp that you won't be able to find nowhere else. And it'll be right here on YouTube. And I'll actually be going live. Everybody that knows me know I was born at training camp. So, I'll be doing live videos and stuff like that at training camp. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got 15 people on here. Make sure all 15 of you guys hit that subscribe button. But like I was saying, and Ndamukong Suh his attitude matches Rod Marinelli's better. I just don't think that they'll take the chance on Sue simply because I don't think upper management knows how to deal with those explosive attitudes. But I think Rod Marinelli does. Like, nobody's really Tank never gave Rod problems. Tank gave the upper management problems because they don't know how to deal with those explosive attitudes and those explosive mindsets. You know what I'm saying? So, when it comes down to it, I think if the Cowboys do make a run at it, I think Gerald McCoy would be the guy they'd make a run at. I think he would be the one that they would actually take a chance on. But I'm gonna tell you, it's actually good that the Buccaneers released him, because now you have something to try to get either Sue or Gerald McCoy's number to come down. And my thing is this: if you're wondering how much the number would be, I have no problem giving him like a Robert Quinn contract. Robert Quinn's on an $8 million 1-year deal. Like, I have no problem giving Gerald McCoy something like that. I don't have a problem doing something like that. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think, man, this is a make or break year, man. You're thinking that you pay for these assassins, you pay for these John Wicks to come in and dirty work, and then guess what? You let these other guys mature under them. So I can see it happen. I could definitely see it happen, and I wouldn't even mind it happening. For about $8 million, I could see you throwing a Gerald McCoy in there, $8.5 million. I can see it. Give him the same type of deal you gave Robert Quinn. All right, let me get to even these comments before I get up out of here. Philly says situations as such start at the top with no tolerance. Okay. Ken says you the true homie to pull that weight. Appreciate you, man. Derek says let the haters hate while we advance. You already know. Tony says I try Sue better, but you right about that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I honestly think that Sue, you would get your best investment from him because he plays angry. I just don't think that. I don't think that Jerry Jones, and not even really Jerry Jones, because Jerry Jones has proven that he can handle the attitudes. Like Jerry Jones brought in Deion Sanders, like he can handle big attitudes, big personalities. I don't think Stephen Jones can handle it. I'm like it's kind of like with my kids. Like my wife, she can't stand it when my kids talk back. With daddy, I know none of my kids can whoop me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't be tripping. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as you eventually get up and do what I told you. I mean, you got to do it right now when I told you, but I mind if you talk a little bit back. You know, I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I know you got to be an individual. And I also know that you don't want to wash dishes all the time because I know I sure didn't. But my wife, she ain't trying to hear that laugh. She ain't trying to hear none of that. So, different people have different strokes. You know what I'm saying? But I think Stephen Jones can handle that. I definitely think Rod Marinelli can. Because Rod Marinelli has handled it. And think about this. We once brought in Rolando McClain. So I'm definitely under the opinion that the Dallas Cowboys can handle his situation, can handle his temper. And to be honest with you, man, Sue lightweight seemed like he didn't calm down a lot. When you hit 30, man, your body start acting weird. Can't process milk the way you used to. Don't be getting angry like the way you used to. Like, for real, you got to slow down, man. You be like, dang, some of these young boys, man, they get on my head. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a young chicken no more. So I think Sue done kind of calmed down a little bit anyway. All right, let me get into these comments. Ken, hey, did you guys hit that subscribe button? Derek, did you hit that subscribe button? Tony, did you hit that subscribe button? He says, Philly says, I'll take Montoya over Sue too. Just do the past behaviors. Exactly, same thing. Tony says, makes sense. So if you're to sign McCoy or Sue, who would you think the D-line? Let me see. It says, sorry about that, y'all. I got the mass sniffles today. All right, let me get back to it. It says, Tony says, makes sense. Tony says, so if you were to sign McCoy or Sue, who do you think of the DLs we will have right now not make the final roster? Honestly, if you sign Sue, you're still going to have everybody make the roster because you're probably only going to sign Sue for a year. So it's like Sue isn't going to stop anything or stop anybody's growth. I think Sue just kind of is like a microwave. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you be cooking food and you cooking this big dinner for Thanksgiving. It's like 3 o'clock and your kids is like, I'm hungry. And you be like, no, we ain't about to eat because food about to be done in an hour. But they hungry right now. So what do? You take a little piece of ham and make them eat your little sandwich real quick. You ain't going to give them enough to get them like full while because dinner's still coming. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to get them something just to hold them over and to get them out your face. I mean, that's what I think you do with Ndamukong Suh or Joe McCoy. Give them a little deal to get them up out your face, get them on the field, get them playing. But it's not going to stop the dinner that you're making. It's not going to stop. That move is not going to stop Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? So when you got to see it like this, man, there's a chance that Randy Gregory may not come back this year. I believe he'll be back in 2020, though. I definitely believe he'll be back in 2020, though. But 2019, I don't know. And see it like this, Tyrone Crawford is a chance that he might be suspended a couple games. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Ken, hey, Tamara, I appreciate you for subscribing. Ken, I appreciate you for subscribing, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know I'm out here trapping out the bando, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm new to Facebook. New to YouTube. But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of like changes my thoughts on it a little bit. All right, let me get up here. Tony said, okay, so yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, what I'm trying to do with the defensive line right now, because Rob Marinelli lead, he need 8 of them, and he had 8 for that final game against the Rams, and we still lost. You know what I'm talking about? Like, he really need like 9 or 10 defensive line. He need like 10 of them. He need like 10 of them. And think about this. Like, it's going to be some dudes that make this team that probably would have never had a chance because D-Law's not going to be practicing in OTAs. Taco, I mean, he just had the scope on his leg, so theoretically he should be ready by OTA. So, but we shall see. It remains to be seen. But still, Taco, bro, you still have your play alone has given opportunity for somebody to come in. And then Randy Gregory, I don't know how they're going to handle that situation. I don't know if he's going to be at practice. I don't know if he's not going to be at practice until he's reinstated. Because remember, there was one time where he was practicing, and then when he got suspended, he had to leave. So he actually played in the preseason games. So I don't know. Will the Cowboys do it like that? Are they going to let him play in the preseason games and then wait for him to get suspended? Like, I don't know. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. That's 3 defensive linemen right there that we don't even know the status of. And to be honest with you, the chances of all 3 of them being ready for week 1 are very, very slim. Like, we like to believe that all 3 of them would be ready for week 1, but that's very, very slim. So if one of those guys is not ready for week 1, and it had better not be Tank, because $31 million say you're going to figure it out. But if somebody's not, then you're going to need somebody there. You're going to need somebody there. You're going to need somebody there. But at the same time, like, think about this. Do we really need to carry 3 quarterbacks? Like, ask yourself that question. Do we really need to carry 3 quarterbacks? Do we really need to carry 4 tight ends? Like, that's where your extra waste is going. And I know I love me some Mike Weber too, but I'm going to tell y'all right now, they love Bo Scarborough. Even put out an article about how they went and talked to his Coach Saban, and Coach Saban said to draft him. I guess Coach Saban didn't say to keep him, though. Because we cut him. We cut that Negro. We let him go. You know what I'm saying? So, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's no guarantee that we're going to carry, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, there's no way in hell I want to carry 3 running backs. I'm going to carry 3 running backs with Ezekiel Elliott, a backup running back, and a fullback. That's way too much. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. The defensive line is priority, bro. Like, we got to keep that defensive line. That Rams game says we have to keep as many defensive line as possible. I do not. I love Cameron Reed. I love him, number 51. But I don't ever want to be in a situation where I literally have to bring in Cameron Reed on a playoff game, and he has to make a stop. I don't ever want to be in a position like that. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Tony, I don't want to talk about the defensive line who ain't gonna be here because all them dudes gonna be here. Shoot, now you might not have 3 quarterbacks. You know one of these tight ends might get the jib. Because we don't need no damn 4 tight ends. You only have 2 in a game. Like, there's no reason for us to have 4 tight ends. There's none. There's no reason. None. There's no reason. There's no reason for us to carry 3 running backs. I mean, there are 3 running backs. There's no reason for us to carry 3 quarterbacks. There's no reason for it. There goes your waste right there. Defensive line, we need them. We need them. I can't take a chance of going short on defensive end because that ended my season. All right, and remember, as a man, you only remember the last fight you got into. And the last fight I got into, I got punched in the face because I didn't know how to protect my face. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? This whole summer, I'm working on protecting my face. You know what I'm saying? And that is the middle of my defensive line. The last fight I got into was that defensive line, and we lost it. So there's no way I'm going short on my D-line. No way. You know, one of these tight ends going to step up, man. One of these tight ends going to step up, man, make my life easier. All right. Tony says, I think we carry 11 D-lines. That sounds about right. That sounds about right, because you got to think. You got D-Law, Taco, you got D-Law, Malik Collins, Antoine Woods, Robert Quinn. That's 4. Next wave, Taco, Covington, Hyder. On the other side, you have Tyrone Crawford. That's 8 right there. That's 8 right there. And I haven't even mentioned Tristan Hill. You know what I'm saying? I'm already at 8 right there, and I haven't even mentioned Tristan Hill. So we're gonna have to carry like 10, 11 defensive line this year. We're going to. We're going to. I mean, to be honest with you, and now that I think about it, man, as much as like if we do sign Sue or Gerald McCoy, I don't think it'll be into like training camp, because man, we got a lot of people, and for you to sign Sue or McCoy, that basically meaning you giving up on somebody, because somebody's gonna get cut regardless if you don't bring in McCoy anyway, because we got too many of them. So I think you bring in a McCoy, 2 people getting cut realistically, because I just named off 8 and I didn't even get to Tristan Hill, and we know he gonna play. So that's 9 right there. So yeah, and then you got Dorrance Armstrong, that's 10. Yeah, man, this defense is gonna be crazy. Yeah, we gonna probably have about 11, 12 defensive linemen this year. All right, let me get to some other comments. All right, Tony says, I think we carry 11. That sounds about right. I mean, we are not going to carry no less than 10. Like, no less than 10. Because with the 8 I named in the rookie, and then also I think that boy from last year going to get some love. That's 12, right? I mean, that's 10 right there. That's 10 right there. And you're not even DeMarcus Lawrence is back up, because he's not going to be able to play right now. So, yeah, man, we're going to carry about 11, 12 defensive linemen this year. All right. Tamara says, well, okay, let me get it. Tony says, hold on, let me get up here. Tamara says, I just subscribed. Oh, Ken said, I just subscribed. I appreciate you, Miss Parker. She says, make sure you guys like the video. Hey, I got to get better at that, telling y'all to like and subscribe. On Facebook, we don't really do that. But make sure you guys like and subscribe. This, I don't even know how you can share it, but if you can share it, share it. Shoot, knock it out. Okay, let's go. Walking back to the house. Let's see what else we're going to read. Justin says, nope, we need for 3 QBs. I hope White wins the backup job. I think you're saying, nope, we don't need 3 QBs. I hope White wins the backup job. Let's work Dak and White. I'm going to keep it, I said this last year at training camp and everybody was on my head, but Michael White is the best thrower of the football in Dallas right now. Don't mean he's the best quarterback, but he is the best thrower of the football. Like, putting it where it's supposed to be, he's the best thrower of the football. That's why all last year at training camp, when I was there, I was yelling, yo, Mike White is beasting. Why? Because there was no pressure, there was no nothing. Then we got to training camp, and they all looked like, we went to the preseason game, and they all looked like trash. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we had no offensive line to keep them standing up. I like Mike White. I think Cooper Rush, in my opinion, because of his past preseason productions, has earned the right to be your backup quarterback. And I'm going to be honest with you, if it came down to it, I would probably lean more toward Cooper Rush than Mike White. Just because Mike White is probably like 20% projection and 80%, 20% production and 80% projection. Like, we didn't see nothing from Mike White last year. Nothing. Like, we saw nothing from him. Nothing. Offensive line couldn't do nothing. We saw nothing. And it's like, if something was to happen to Dak and he couldn't play, I want somebody who I can at least see something for. And that's Cooper Rush, you know what I'm saying? Well, my season is on the line. Now, obviously, we ain't in the season, so I'll probably give you a whole different answer. But y'all already know how it is. When somebody got a gun to your head, your answer may change. That's all I'm going to say. When somebody put a gun to your head, your answer might change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, as much as I love White, with third quarter and Dak just goes down, I can almost guarantee I'm probably going to want Rush going in that game. But most importantly, I don't want 3 quarterbacks active. Because if 3 quarterbacks are active, that means we are short somewhere. There's no way we'll be able to carry 3 quarterbacks. Last year was the first time we carried 3 quarterbacks in 15 years. Think about this. In 2015, when we went through quarterbacks, I think we had 4 different quarterbacks this year in 2015. Because we had Castle, we had Wheaton, we had Kellen Moore, we had Tony Romo. That's four right there. Did I forget one? That's four right there. They all played quarterback for us in 2015 and out of 16 games. And think about this. Even in that season, we only carried two quarterbacks. When one sucked, we just released the other one and got another one. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to take this to my grave. This is what I honestly believe. If something was to happen to Dak in a game, I think that a backup quarterback would come in, whomever it is, and play. And I think, honestly and truly, that the Dallas Cowboys would get on the phone with a veteran and try to either trade for a veteran or try to sign a veteran out of free agency. That's what I believe that what the Cowboys would do. I don't think that if something was to happen to Dak, that the Dallas Cowboys would trust their season with Cooper Rush or Mike White for a long extended time, because there's no film on him. I think you would feel more safer going with a guy that you don't even know but has played in the NFL. That's what I think. If something happened to Dak, I think the Dallas Cowboys probably trade for like a Kyle Orton, or not Kyle Orton, but that boy from New England's backup or the Saints backup, Teddy, or the kid in New England, Brian Orr. That's what I think happened. That's what I think. Like, if something was to happen to Dak, I believe the Cowboys would just go into the vet market and just get a vet quarterback. Because I think they would have more faith in doing that than the thinking that their backup's backup is going to come in and ball. So, let's hope that never happens. But if it does, that's what I foresee happening. Tamira says, I can't wait to see how our defense balls out. Man, you already know, man. It's Hot Boy official, man. I'm going to get my Hot Boy hat. Hey, I remember I was at a game. I was at a game, and it was the first game. It was the second game that the Hot Boys went crazy. And my boy D-Law came through the, hey, I don't let y'all know I rep for Cowboys Experience. So if you ever need those tickets or those game day packages, hit me up. But my boy D-Law was coming through there, and he had that hat on his head, and I snatched it off his head. Snatched that Hot Boy hat off his head. Ever since, it's been gang ever since. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all seen at that Rams game, all the Hot Boys saw my hat. I gotta stop wearing it because it's damn near about to wipe off. But I'll get it re-signed again next year. But I mean, y'all know I'm Hot Boy official, man. We Hot Boy official, man. You already know, boy. It's West Coast Cowboy. If y'all didn't know, man, I'm Hot Boy official, man. You know what I'm saying? I got this from the Hot Boy himself, man. Hot Boy official. So y'all know I'm ready for that. Y'all know I'm defense out the game, man. I'm defense out the game, man. Something about punching somebody in the mouth, man. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I can't wait for the defense to buy ball. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait to get them Hot Boys out there, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to Robert Quinn get his 2 sacks so he can be wearing his Hot Boy chain, man. I can't wait, man. This season got that special feeling to it, man. We just got to make sure that we protect it from any drama. But hey, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. My phone just told me I got 12%. So I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate everybody for jumping on here. Justin said, that's what I see too. Tyson White has an arm talent, but hopefully he's a gamer. Oh, absolutely. Tony says, so Tony don't know his... Tony don't know his name, though. Ken says Rush has shown that he can play. He showed it in preseason, but I don't think that the Dallas Cowboys are going to legitimize that enough to give him the starting opportunity if something was to happen to Dak. I don't believe it. I just don't believe it, because if they did, I think they would have let him play in that goddamn Giants game. Like, I know we got the big catch from Cole Beasley that game, and he, that was like, Post Malone even made a song about it. But honestly, for that game, it would have been more beneficial to let one of them backups play, man. It would have been more beneficial to let one of them backups play so that we could have at least found out what the hell that these guys got. Because, I don't want to find out if my backup sucks in a game that I need him to play and win. Like, I don't want that to happen. I do not want that to happen, right? Like, I want to know going into the game. Like, you're already supposed to know who your backup is. Like, this preseason, I think that's one question we need to definitely get a definitive answer to is who is going to be the Dallas Cowboy backup quarterback? I think we need to get a definitive answer to that. Because once we do that, that's going to free up a roster spot. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with your boy. We've been on here an hour. There's 11 people on here, and I got 11 likes, man. So that means everybody did their job. Nobody slept in the back door. So I appreciate everybody for being honest and sharing. Hey, remember, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Shout out to the OG Mark Holmes, man. Make sure you guys hit up his channel, too. Always showing your boy West Coast love, and I appreciate him for that. So make sure you guys... hey, he does not have a tattoo that we know of. But hey, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. You guys already know what it is. I'm Tyson, the West Coast Cowboy, better known AKA as West Coast Cowboy. Never look down because the star's up.